So let's move to production plan 2. Here I'm going to have a constant workforce. The constant workforce is 40. I'm going to begin with 40 and I'm going to use that 40 all the time. Okay, this 40 here. And I'm going to use this 40 workers to vary the inventory level. And I might have some excess units that I'm going to make. I might have some shortage of units I'm going to make. And I'm going to use these numbers basically to see how to calculate the cost. That is production plan 2. So I'm going to start with beginning inventory. My beginning inventory for January is given, right? Which is 400. Remember we talked about it in the last production plan? So that is going to be this 400. This 400 here. So we have 400 as my beginning inventory. So once I have the beginning inventory, I can move on to calculating the different things for January. The first thing I want to do is working days per month. And this is also given to me, and that is going to be 22 hours, 22 days. So working days per month for January is 22. I'm going to have 40 people. That's it. So I can calculate the production hours that are available to me. What is my production hours available? I have 22 working days, and I'm going to work 8 hours a day, and I have 40 people. So it is going to be 40 people times 8, okay, times the number of working days. For January it is 22. So 7,040 hours is what I have. Okay. Now I can do, from the hours available, I can actually do the actual production requirement. The actual production is how much? I have 7,040 hours, but then for each 1 hour, for each unit, I need 5 hours. So production hours available divided by 5 will give me the actual production. So that is going to be 7,040 divided by 5, and that is 1408. So I can do 1,408 units for January. Okay. What are the next thing I want to calculate will be how much excess I have and how much shortage I have for each month with the constant workforce that I have. For that I need to do, I'm going to bring in the demand forecast, which is going to be equal to 1800, which is given to you. And I'm going to calculate my ending inventory. I need to calculate the ending inventory. If I have beginning inventory for every month given to me, then I don't need to calculate. But here it is given only for January. So I need to calculate for February. We know that the beginning inventory of February is going to be the ending inventory of January. So my ending inventory for January is going to be equal to the beginning inventory, which is 400, plus my actual production, which is 1408, minus my demand forecast, which is 1800. So I have 8 as my ending inventory. Okay. Now I want to calculate the excess units and I want to calculate the shortage of units. So before we do that, let's finish up this ending inventory and the beginning inventory and the number of production for all the months. So what I'm going to do, my beginning inventory for my February is going to be my ending inventory And for working days, it is going to be calculated. It's given, which is 19. My production hours, I'm going to use this 19 times 8 and the number of workers, which is 40, which is a constant workforce, which is 6080. My actual production is 6080 divided by the 5, which is the labor hours required per unit. My demand forecast is given to you. My ending forecast, my ending inventory, I'm going to calculate, and that comes to minus 276. I should be able to copy and paste all these things, all these calculations to June. I want to calculate two things: the excess inventory, okay? And then from after that, I can calculate the straight time cost. To calculate the excess university, I need to compare the ending inventory with safety stock. So my safety stock is given to me. My safety stock is going to be, for January, it is 450. So now I can copy and paste for till June. Now I can calculate my excess units or excess inventory. My excess inventory or excess units is going to be calculated by this way. I'm going to compare the safety stock and ending inventory. And I'm going to say this: if the ending inventory is greater than the safety stock, then I'm going to take the difference of ending inventory and safety stock. If the ending inventory is not greater than safety stock, or equal to safety stock, then it is going to be equal to 0. Is 8 greater than 450? Nope. So it is going to be 0. Is minus 276 greater than 375? No, it's going to be 0. Minus 32 greater than 275? No, 0. 412 is greater than 225? Yes. So we have some excess units. So that is going to be 412 minus 225. And that is going to be 187 units. For the month of May, it is going to be 720 greater than 275? Yes. So it is going to be 720 minus 275. And that is going to be 445. For the month of June, is 400 greater than 400? No, it's equal to. Therefore, it is going to be equal to 0. So now I have the excess units also calculated. Now I am going to calculate my cost. There are 3 costs that I'm going to use. One is my straight time cost, which, like before, we're going to calculate. Then I'm going to calculate my excess inventory cost, which is called inventory cost. And the third one, I'm going to call it as a shortage cost. The shortage cost is same as stock out cost. It's also called stock out cost because I'm in short of my inventory, so it is stock out. Okay, out of stock basically. Stock out means out of stock. So straight time cost is going to be equal to my production hours available, 7040. My production hours available times $4, which is given here. This one here, $4 is straight time. So I'm going to copy this and paste it. My inventory cost is going to be equal to, I'm going to use the excess unit, so which is 0 here, times my inventory cost of holding cost is $1.50. So I'm going to multiply that by 1.50. And that I'm going to make it the same as this in formatting. so that I'll have dollars. And then I'm going to pull this through, copy this through, and these are my inventory costs. My shortage cost, however, is going to be equal to, if I have my ending inventory, if my ending inventory is less than 0, that means if it is negative, I'm going to be using my shortage cost. Okay, so I have negative inventory in the month of February and March. Those are the only 2 months. So I need to calculate for those months. So that is going to be equal to the ending inventory, which is 276 times $5, which is my stock out. And I want to make sure that this is actually positive. So I'm going to make it as a negative here. So 1380. So it is 276 is an absolute value of this ending inventory, even though it is negative. So 276 times 5 is 1380. And for March, how much I get? 0. For March, it is going to be equal to I have 32. So I need to take that 32 into consideration. Okay, so how did I do this? I'm going to take this as 5 because an absolute unit, and I can copy it now for March, and that comes to $160. So let's total up everything. My total is going to be equal to sum of all these numbers, and I'm going to copy and paste this, copy and paste that. So my total cost is going to be 160,000 plus 948 plus 1540, and that is going to be 162,488. I'm going to use this in my comparison table, and that is going to be equal to 162,488. So now I have my second plan done. So I have plan 1 and plan 2 done. I need to do plan 3. That's going to be my next.